Hey everyone! So this is the last, I think it's the last, almost the last installment for Cricut, not Cricut, for Christmas of 2020. So I'm in the last week just before Christmas putting these up for you. Next week it will be a plethora of videos starting with like a gift idea, which I just didn't get up in time, so it will be a little bit late, but that's fine. So you should hopefully have a video every day next week showing you how to with a gift idea and some more fun things, so stay tuned for that. But for this one I've used a Cricut cut from Three Birds on Parade, and this is one where I've done the print and cut. Now I will say that even though this is sort of really inexpensive matte photo paper, it does seem to rub off, and I don't know if it's the black layer that was for the eyes, even though I used some Nouveau drops on the eyes. It seemed to put marks all over as soon as I had any like wet adhesive, because some of these pieces were really tiny, so I needed to stick them on with some wet adhesive. A dry adhesive wouldn't work, so I will play around with that. But if you have this cartridge, and Mum, I know you have this cartridge, then just use some coloured cardstock or cut it in white and then ink it to colour it in yourself. So really easy. And then some clear Nouveau sparkly stuff, my favourite one, White Blizzard, all over the other bits. So there she is, and she's cut at 3 inches. Very easy to do. Now I have some other things here. I have Pacific Point, which is one of the colours of cardstock here that I'm going to use to stamp my sentiment. My sentiment comes from my pink stamper Winter Punnies, very well loved. Unfortunately you can't get it anymore, but it is, nowadays there's lots of sentiment. A lot of companies are coming out with like full sentiment sets, so there should be something out there for you, but it's super sweet. And then I have already embossed, using a Cuttlebug Snowflakes in folder, my square of cardstock, and this is also in Pacific Point, so the same colour as the ink, and this measures, what is that, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, so just a square piece. This is 3 3/4 by 2 inches, and it's just a white piece of cardstock that I had. And then this piece is mint macaron, and this measures, it's about 4 1/8. Oh, 4 1/8. So 8 1/4, scored at 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. It's a little bit smaller. You could just, if I'd made it easier, I could have just done a 4x4 card. Hello, it would have been simpler. But that again is making the most out of your cardstock, which you will see in some future videos. So stay tuned. So what I want to do first of all for the white piece is I want to punch using, this is like a scallop. It's an EK Success punch, and I'm just going to punch along the edge there. Very quickly, she says. And it's very easy, you just line it up with the pattern along the edge. And then come to this side to do the other edge. And I think they need sharpening because there's a bit fuzzy on the end. I think you can sharpen them with like foil. So that's what I've heard. I've still not done it, but that's what I've heard. And then what I want to do, just to add a bit more, because these are quite plain and there's nothing wrong with that, but I've dragged out my Nouveau. I've got a blue colour, which is Pacific Teal, and then I've also got the Pure Platinum. So I just looked for colours that I thought this would look like snow and this would work on this. So this is the easiest thing in the world. You're going to take your finger and you're just going to grab some. This probably needs a bit of, just going to take a little bit, and on this I'm just going to, just so there's some, I don't want too much on there, but just enough to get a bit of colour, or a bit of sort of that snowy look. Oh, I think it's probably needs a bit of I think you can add water to these, so I would use distilled water, but I probably need to do that. It's a bit dry, but you'll get the idea. Right. That's that one. And I will just grab a baby wipe. If I can, and just wipe this off, because we need to do the second colour. So this has just got a little bit of a sheen of that mousse, and then I'm going to use the teal one. Same thing again. Yeah, see, this is much softer. I think the other one's just a bit dry. Should feel quite soft when you go in. And I'm just going to lightly go over the top of this. Again, very easy to do. You can do this with ink, so if you don't have mousse type stuff, you can use an ink and just go very gently over the top again, the top of it. That just gives a little bit of a sheen. You probably can't see it on camera, it's sort of picking it up. See if I can get them a bit more intense. And you also don't need to go all the way to the bottom, because your other piece is going to go over the top. So I think that will do nicely. Yeah, I think that should be fun. And then there's a bit of sheen on there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Oh, it sort of picks it up. And then let's see if I can get this one to, yeah, sort of is fine. Right, so I'm going to get this on onto the bottom here. Just like that. This whole piece will go onto the card. And remember that you need adhesive all the way around, otherwise your embossed pieces get a bit wiggly. And there's a bigger border for this one today. Some of this on the edge, but that's fine. So now I'm going to use my Pacific point. I can't talk. Probably should have done this first, but a little birdie told me it's cold outside. Honestly, this is just the cutest thing. It's my little bird. And let's just her on. Oh, 3 will do. Don't know if that will fit. And it does just. Oh man. Scissors, quick. Oh, my camera dies. For the second time today. Right. I probably could have made her a bit bigger, but she's still cute. So there you go. A little birdie told me it's cold outside. Ah, it's just so cute. So there you go. Last Christmas one of the season. Yeah, this is kind of weird because I've been doing these for so long. I've been doing them since July. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed all of these different ideas for you, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one. Stay tuned for the next week's videos because they are awesome. It's like a little mini series within a whole week, so lots to see, and I will see you then. Bye.